You can record as far as I'm concerned.
Yeah, we'll have something. Okay.
But whether or not we use something like this, I think we should start thinking about these ideas from our wallet.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway,
So are you thinking of this as a prototype or getting on their platform somehow?
well, I think that someone ought to go in there and create an RChain community, and just to get the ball rolling, just to see what we can come up with, just if only to play with it, and then create our own token, and then figure out some ways to start rewarding members with it, and figure out the economics of it, the finances of it. This is what Joachim is doing on that DAO alliance, and his Jim, did you know that Joachim took a full-time job with the Telos Foundation?
No.
Yeah. So anyway, that's been the bombshell.
And they're looking to use Fuse?
Well, I asked Joachim about that. What is his view on this? And I said, how is he thinking about using it? You can guess what Michael is thinking about using it for. But Joachim says that this wouldn't be part of what he's doing with Telos initially, but as everybody becomes more blockchain agnostic, we're going to need to be moving to things like this. This thing will allow you to, gives you sort of a liquidity between tokens within your wallet. And I'm not, I don't, anyway. I just want
it's interesting. I guess they're going to start with seeds, and then they're going to fuse seeds into everything else.
I don't know, but it's most interesting.
Yeah, I'm sorely out of date. I've been playing hooky a lot. In the DAO Alliance, which I really think should be, we do need an RChain community for DAO Alliance.
Well,
because it makes sense for all of us trying to do the same things with governance, with everything, that we cooperate.
Yeah.
And, cooperation at scale is what we're supposed to be about. And, I don't think we need to be bigoted in that whatever people are using on Fuse or on Seeds or whatever, we can deal with that. It's an asset, okay?
Yeah. Yes, it is.
The thing is, our world will be created in Rolang, but it'll integrate with the existing world. And it'll be, it's about protocols, not platforms. So all we care is that we can talk to them.
There was one other thing that I saw yesterday. I'm not sure I can find that. Here's a thing that Eric introduced me to, this P5.js idea. And I don't know if you all know about the processing language and the community around it. As best I can tell, this came about because of the Internet of Things, little Arduinos and Raspberry Pi devices and robots, things that operate in the physical space. Well, they've come up with this JavaScript library It allows you to do all these amazing things. I'm gonna go. Let me just go find one. Something that looks interesting. Some of these I don't even understand. Let's try particle. That sounds simple-minded. That's not what I want. I didn't want to go to the GitHub repository. Anyway, back to
So this
it's not behaving the way it did for me yesterday. I've got to figure out what's going on. The thing I wanted to show you was this decentralized file system. Let's see if I can find it. Sorry. My memory is going. All I remember about this is it's a decentralized database built on IPFS. Well, I've lost it. It'll come to me. Sorry to take control of the meeting. I'll stop sharing now. Somebody else can talk.
I noticed that the testnet was restarted. I don't have any rev here anymore, and when I deploy here, it's still okay. If I look at my account, I can see that you got node 1 selected here. And when I deploy, and I look at node 1, I don't see any deploy on node 1. So it's still got that problem of always going to node 0. Oh, node 0 not there. Let me redeploy this. And I can see there it is. This is node 0. And there's the deploy. And I look over here. And I don't understand why I don't see the deploy here. With me. So we should see the deploy on every node. And I'll try node 2. And since it doesn't have the history. Um, Anybody know why I'm not seeing deploys on the other nodes? I mean, one problem is that selection here doesn't seem to work. No matter what matter what network I choose here. When I go back to the dashboard and I redeploy, if I look at node 2 here, oh, if we look at node 0 here, I'll see the deploy. And I only see it on node 0. And that, so, any idea why I'm not seeing the deploys elsewhere? I mean, part of it is a bug in the wallet. The wallet isn't selecting the node. It's always going to node 0, but we still should see the deploys on every node. Right? We should see that code executed on every node. And I just checked, this is node 2. No deploys. And
Yeah, I think you're right. One, it never worked in the wallet, so that selector. But two, you're right.
oh, what's this?
You should be seeing in other nodes. Maybe Rao has some insight.
So we got this error again. No such element exception. Do we need to report this, Rao?
Give me 1 second. I'm trying to see if somebody can help you. This one is, seems like, is that the Danyard thing where it's waiting to, or it repeatedly keeps getting or trying for blocks or something? I just joined. I was trying to see what you're seeing.
Well, wait a minute. Okay, the error that we're getting here is there's no such element exception. Right.
Hang on 1 second. Yeah, you should probably report it, I think.
All right. Well, I think there is an issue.
I pinged Tom Sloan at Zipper to see if either one of them is available to join.
I don't think there's any. I don't think nothing's been done.
Well, on the bottom, he's saying it's related to some other error, right?
Okay, yeah. Yeah, I guess one thing is that it's not showing up, and for some reason he wasn't getting this exception in the log that he was looking at. So standard error may be not directed to that log, but maybe in a different log. I don't think that was figured out.
Was that ticket assigned to someone? Can you scroll up?
That's
Or
it.
I can look at it. 3976. Right?
Whoops.
Oh, it is at not zipper right now, I guess.
Yeah.
So is he saying that he's not able to replicate? Is that why it was not assigned or moved on to anybody else?
He did say, he does say what he thinks the problem might be related to. I just want to make sure he knows that we still have the problem.
Well, is what you're seeing now the same as this, or is that something different?
Well, yeah, it's a no such element exception and the none.get. And I forget exactly what that is. Hey, Tom's Love.
Hey, Tom Slough, I just assigned 3976 to you. Looks like NotZipper did some investigation of that. And
Hi guys.
can you
Sorry,
read,
can
you read the history on that? Hmm? Oh, sorry. You were saying you were in the middle of something else.
Yeah, I'm preparing this PR for bug fix for out of phlogiston error.
Oh, okay.
So yeah, yeah.
So this 3976. Sorry for pulling you away from that, actually, but
Sure.
can you take a look at the history on this? And this is what Jim is getting.
Yeah, I've just, we just got it again. So whatever it is whatever is still there is an issue now.
Can you scroll down?
Okay, so pre-charging, refunding.
Yeah. So yeah, I exactly know what is this error. This is what I reported now on the last stand-up.
Mm-hmm.
If you can reboot the node, you will not see this error anymore.
Well,
This is what I concluded.
Thing is, apparently the network was rebooted. I mean, I have no revs anymore. So I assume that they restarted.
But rebooted without cleaning the state. This is like a strange bug that we now have. If you deploy, create a deploy with insufficient flow and submit it to RNode, you will get error in internally when RNode is processing refund as part of the execution of your deploy. And if you just restart the node you will not see this error. And this is like strange how, you know, how it's behaving.
So it doesn't hurt anything. It's not really a
Well,
problem.
I'm not sure. I think
To me, this is
maybe
like a
there is
problem.
some kind of,
Yeah, it seems like a problem we've always had where you should always do a full clean of everything before you restart the node.
yeah, but in this case, if you clean everything and you know, do this again, you will see the same error.
You will or
And
you won't?
You will.
Oh, okay, I
Uh,
misunderstood then, sorry.
Error disappears after you reboot, but like a soft reboot with existing state.
Gotcha, okay, my misunderstanding.
There is no some kind of logic. I'm trying to figure out where is the problem. Yeah.
So, can anybody here send me some rev? Test rev?
Well, we'll all have nothing, right?
Yeah.
It was
now
restarted, nobody will have anything. So Tomislav may have some.
Oh, I didn't follow. You know what's happening on testnet. So
We need rev.
yeah, I don't have any others on testnet with rev. Yeah.
Okay.
I didn't say Nazipper or anything.
Okay.
So Steve, didn't NetZipper give us an account that has rev in it and Genesis? Steve?
He gave us the ability to hand out rev. So,
Right, I thought he gave us an account. He gave us the private key of an account that has rev.
right, you and me, we both have the ability to issue others rev,
So,
but I haven't actually done it, so I'm not familiar with the process.
yeah, neither have I. I don't know.
But there's
I'm trying to remember if we even have that. I guess we have to look.
Hey, Jim.
I mean, you can.
In the 3976, there is a rev address or vault address that you guys were using when you reported that error. Is it the same one? Like, look at the 3976,
No.
the ticket on the top.
Steve.
yeah.
Maybe the easiest way is to just use my RChain wallet. I mean, if NetZipper knows your public key, he can put your wallet always after each restart, and then you can through UI just send revs, like, you know, you'll have it on your own account. This makes sense?
So, but it has to be initiated by NetZipper. He has to be the one to initially send the rev.
He will put your wallet. So how the process is working?
Okay.
Your private key or your public key or your address has some info on RChain network, and
Okay.
how first wallets are created. They are directly part of the R node when it first starts, right? This wallets will be included in the Genesis block.
Okay.
So NetZipper can put your and Jim's and you know,
I
whoever
see.
wants like initial wallets for each testnet when it starts.
It's in the
Okay.
wallets.txt, right?
Yes, exactly. But in that case, you will have revs on your own wallet.
Okay.
You know, after each reboot, and then you can just, you know, send whoever you want.
Okay. So,
And also, you will test my RChain wallet.
right. So, and we have the spreadsheet with, there's about 8 of us that provided our public address on the spreadsheet. So I'll send that link to NetZipper to have him include those public addresses on in the Genesis block, so everyone on that list gets some test rev. So
Cool.
let me do that.
And after that, you know, any of us can send some revs. Someone who asked maybe on Discord, and you know, everyone can just
Right,
jump in
right.
and
Okay, yeah, that'd be great to kind of get some activity.
I was thinking for mainnet, you know, there are questions about, you know, what to do when the mainnet starts. So I was thinking maybe we can, you know, do the everything the same as for mainnet one time on testnet, right? So everyone can, you know, use their real private keys to test their, you know, is it working, or you know, just the preparation for mainnet.
Yeah, I think that's a great idea.
So he did give me a private key. So if I log out here, what do I want to do? I guess I want to put in, I don't want to put in, why is it not letting me type?
I think all you can do there is select account. I think you have to create a new
Oh,
account.
created, thank you. How about,
So if there are still bugs in the wallet, is Arwinx getting back to fixing that, or I know it's the Chinese New Year coming up? Is he busy or what?
I think he's out for the whole New Year. Is that a week or two?
Apparently until February 1st.
Yeah. Does the whole country shut down for that long a period of time?
Yeah, like Lori was talking about getting servers on Ali Cloud, and she was not sure if they would respond now
Wow.
to get the servers, which I thought was weird because that's normally a 24/7 business, right? So,
Yeah. Wow.
but she said, in a worst case, it'll be February 1st before we get servers from them.
Wow.
But I think that cloud business probably will continue. But sounds like if people are thinking like that, probably most of the country does shut down for a week or two, week and a half, something like that. So what are we doing here?
Well, I was just seeing what account that NetZipper gave me, the password. I was going to look to see if it had Rev in it, and it doesn't. Okay. So I just created a new account from the private key that he gave me, but there's no Rev there. The other thing I was doing, I don't know that it's what I was trying to do was get the Docker to run. What do we need? Docker run hello world. Is that the thing that's supposed to work? So I can copy this. And this gets your version, right, Thomas Love? Oh.
Yeah. So, but it is not tagged as latest. It is tagged. Sorry, I was. I forgot. I need to see.
Tags.
Yeah, explore. Explore is the tag. Yeah, yeah, exactly. Yeah, and you can sync it to with testnet. Yeah.
Sweet. Let me give that a try. Now, I guess I haven't run the Docker version before. Where do I get the instructions for that? I ran a Docker version ages ago, 2 years ago.
Yeah, so it's not changed much, right? From initially, you know, even before the name Docker, right? So
what do I type now?
The
Doctor,
easiest way.
Docker run.
Yeah, Docker run. And then no. You need additional parameters. Let me write it down. Maybe this is easiest. So. It's easy when you connect your Docker network to the host networks. So, you know, it's almost the same as you're running executable directly from your host. So Docker network host.
So we can get a shell in the container?
Sorry?
Do we get a shell in the container? Never
Yeah,
mind.
you can easily connect when you have running container. You can directly connect to the shell
Right.
as a normal bash. It's like the same. The only complication with Docker is accessing files, because you don't have direct access. So you need to map your container directly to your host. But usually this is also convenient, because when I want to run Arnold, just for a test, or if you run it in Docker container, there is no leftover files after you close it down or just shut it down. So from that perspective, it's very convenient. So I need a bootstrap address, right? Do you have bootstrap address? So here's the command.
Well, we'll go developer, RChain.coop. We have
I pasted the command in the Discord. And
okay, I'm just looking here to see where does it tell us? Yeah, where do we learn about how do we run tests on it?
The Docker command is there, Jim, where it says Docker pull RChain or node. Is that not correct? If that's not correct, we need to fix that.
Yeah, no, that's okay. I mean, but
okay.
so somewhere in here I should be able to get to the information on testnet. That's all I'm looking for. We really, where did you put the? Where did you put
yeah,
the?
we should update basic stuff about how to run your node, and this is also.
Yeah, we really need to do that pronto, actually.
Yeah, where's the chat?
So
Now, did you put it in the chat? Where did you put it?
You put it in Discord.
Yeah, I sent to your Discord, Jim, directly.
So we could maybe just copy that into the dapp.
So this is for you mean for just for test this
in public, or yeah, in testnet or something.
Yeah.
We can just put that in the pub RChain so that people can.
But I'm a little this is not tested, and we need more.
Right. This is just for us to test. Right.
Yeah. So if we say this is like something for public, maybe some we'll have some problems that
Yeah, fair enough.
So
okay.
But I was thinking related to that. It would be helpful if we can release version just for this purpose, right? So some kind of preview release where before official release we can say, oh, we are now running publishing this preview, and you can check it, and we have maybe 2 servers that are running on this version, and just to prevent some easy bugs, or to test some features that are maybe not completely finished. Or
where is? So I did not see where we got the bootstrap address from.
So the bootstrap you can directly access it with calling the node. The status API on the node. I put the link in the chat. You know the link. This is directly you're asking Node.
You don't have the Bootstrap
sorry.
address here.
It's yeah.
He
Sorry,
put the Bootstrap in the chat, in the Zoom chat.
in the Zoom. Yeah. Sorry. And when you ask Node for status, he will give you his address. So you can just copy paste directly from Node. And this is maybe the best way to get the address. You're asking the Node, give me your address.
Okay. So the status, I put the status. Oh,
no. You need to open this URL. This is HTTP node 0.
oh, that's not the Bootstrap.
Yeah. When you open this, you will see the JSON response. Yeah. And you can copy paste the address together with, yeah, exactly.
And I could choose whichever node I want.
Yeah. This server is opened to the outside, right?
Not exactly, no. I don't think, no.
Yeah, this will not work. I see there is no gateway detected, so.
Right. So I can only use this for standalone.
You need to expose it somewhere on the public. So you need to inbound. You need inbound traffic to the
Right.
public.
Right. Yeah.
Yep.
I should have.
This is the requirement.
It should be a quick
And-
setting, Jim, on your router.
Well, I'm on a wireless.
Yeah, but on the router that gives you your internet, if you
Yeah.
connect to it, there's a setting. It's pretty straightforward.
You need to enable universal plug and play (UPnP).
Yeah, and then open the.
And yeah, this will work automatically. Although sometimes from the Docker is problematic, but.
Yeah. Well, I think I got two networks to get through.
Yeah, that's problematic. And also, you need to set the network parameter on for our node side, not for the Docker, for betanet 3, and because default is testnet, you see the log message.
But I can run standalone, right? Locally.
Yeah, with standalone you can test locally. Yeah, you can deploy something and yeah, you can execute.
And I could use. Then I could just go in the wallet here. I could With account, I can select network and local host, right?
Yeah.
And then I can talk to my standalone system with the wallet.
Yeah, you also need a proxy server because I'm not sure that my RChain wallet is already using HTTP or not.
Ah,
Yeah, we are still, have these complications. So, yeah, I know that Will is using HTTP now for Block Explorer. So,
nice. All right.
and for now we don't have very good documentation or some kind of manual for Web API. This is something that
Yeah, I was paying for a DigitalOcean host where I was running nodes, and I just finally canceled it because I haven't been running nodes for quite a while. But yeah, I guess you can just spin one up on for the test
yeah, exactly.
and run Docker on there, although
Yeah, you have predefined images already with Docker. So you just you can immediately create a VPS with Docker inside, and you can just execute your start command and you're up. Yeah.
right. So so sign into DigitalOcean. Oops. And
They also have a CLI support. So with their CLI, you can directly, for your machine, you can create like machines there, start it up or run down.
so I just create a droplet.
Yeah.
And choose an image.
Maybe container distributions or yeah, Rancher OS is also one option. This is completely, the host is running on Docker also, but I'm not sure. Is it on Marketplace or?
Yeah,
Can you maybe click on Marketplace?
oh, Marketplace.
Just that we see if. Yeah. Here you have a Docker. Yeah, exactly.
Hello.
Yeah, you selected it, so you can scroll down and choose. I think yeah. You definitely don't need like more than 8 gigabytes. I mean, it's enough for read-only node. I think it's enough.
Okay. And we can have it in New York. And I got my SSH keys are screwed up. I had to restart my machine. I don't want backups.
Yeah.
All right. So actually, I don't know what I'm going to do. I was going to.
You can also when you're connecting through SSH, you can forward your ports locally. So you don't need to access your RNode directly from public. You can have like as it is on your machine.
So
Maybe you want to pause sharing or just.
it's a one-time password. I don't think it matters.
Oh yeah.
We can turn it off anyway. It's a good thing I turned it off. Interesting. I didn't get an email.
Hey, Jim and Gary, I won't be able to attend the dapp developer session later on today. So if either of you attend that, in case anybody shows up, that'd be good.
I'll be around.
Okay, thanks, Gary.
I should be also.
Okay.
All right. Well, the hour is about up here. Does anybody have anything else?
Yeah, I do. I have a general. I mean, this is a wallet group. So here's a general wallet question. I mean, this is something that's going to start popping up a lot. So for those of you not here, I introduced this Fuse.io a little bit earlier. It's kind of a wallet that communities can use. It's a little bit blockchain agnostic, kind of cool. So anyway, I'm looking at it. When the first thing I do, if I want to set up a community, is I have to connect my wallet. So what MetaMask is saying to me here, are you seeing the connect request thing on there?
Yeah.
I realize I'm sharing a page where I shared this. I'm not actually showing you what my desktop. Let me go to my desktop. Here's the message from MetaMask. As Fuse, an open source operating system for communities, would like to connect with your account. This site is requesting access to view your current account address. All that sounds fine. The thing that concerns me, it says always make sure you trust the sites you connect with.
So yeah, this is like a first step when you want to when you want to interact with some website, for example, to sign, deploy, and send some tokens. Or so what this message means is the site that you are giving your permission can see your address that is currently selected in your wallet.
Yeah, this is apparently a new MetaMask feature. One of the complaints
also-
about MetaMask is that it was giving your address to everybody you connected to unconditionally. So when you went to Ether Delta or any place like that, boom, it had your address without, and so, you know, sites were phishing information about the blockchain that weren't, you know, that were like, you know, websites that had nothing to do with crypto. They would, you know, they would fish for your Ethernet address and all that stuff, and track you and your, you know.
So the real thing I have to trust the site with is that they connect identifying information with me on their site to this rock address. That's really all I'm committing to trusting them with.
Yeah.
Or,
Yeah, if this were to pop up and you weren't sharing your Ethernet address, then you would reject it. But sharing your Ethernet address is what you intended to do.
yeah.
And
So
this is also, this is also problematic. So you said like a new feature, but this is also like becoming old feature because you know, MetaMask is now in the process, or they're I think already published in December. The new API, where you know why this is also not you know the good solution, because you're saying I'm giving this permission to this site, but you know from now to in the future, you know, but maybe this is also not what you want. Maybe you want to share just this one time and say, okay, now I'm giving your my address, and you know I will not give you, you know, I will need to give you permission for each access or something like that. So yeah, for now, this is how MetaMask.
Yeah.
Is
well, you know, if you're concerned about who's watching your account, you can always sign off your MetaMask whenever you're not using it, right?
Yeah, in the settings of MetaMask, you have connected sites, a list with all sites, you know, that you gave permission.
All
Okay,
right.
thank you. That's helpful.
Sure.
All right. See you guys. Thank you.
Yeah. Thanks, everyone. Have a good day.
You.
Yeah.
Bye bye.
Bye.